there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Allison, and from the second coziest village seen this side of the mountain, I'd like to welcome you back to more Cairn. Where last time we were left with the almighty ponderification. Whatever happens, should we decide to take our last sip of eggnog and mix it with a couple of cubes of powdered sugar? Well, my friends, the answer may surprise you. As it turns out, we've got a daiquiri. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the moonshine go down, but water works even better. Yeah, you're telling me. Well, that begs the question, what in the hell do we get if we mix this with a single serve packet of coffee? It comes straight from a tube, there's an expiration date and not a harvested date, which means that all we get is some spiked coffee. A bit of moonshine to stamp out the taste of coffee. Is this a good idea, Ava? No, it's not. But truth be told, I really just want my inventory nice and cleaned up because in this episode, we are going to be doing a lot of bag management and there are quite a few items we're going to need to hold on to. So getting rid of this small container, the size of a large one, according to the game, is going to be a good idea. This cave-style trout is going to go quite cold, but I'm feeling pretty good about this for now. And we can get out of here once and for all. Last time we did explore the ruins of this troglodyte village, only to come to the not so startling realization that they yearned for a life on the surface, that living on the mountain wasn't quite it was all cracked up to be. And so they all moved out, leaving behind the remnants of this place, and not really a whole lot for us to do about it. However, we are going to keep climbing up, and if you're somebody who's developed an over-reliance on using pittons, this is going to be your first real test on the fine art of free soloing, since there is not a single place in this room that you can drill your pitton into. So I like to start from right over here. I feel like this is the more consistent spot to start, and we'll take our last drink of the old spiked coffee. Hopefully this gets us far, but for the most part, because I'm feeling a little woozy, I'm feeling nice and, loosey-goosey, we should be just fine. Yeah, we are mostly just picking up where we left off in the last episode, but I will say, somebody decided to start mowing their lawn in the 90-degree heat out there, and I was like, are you kidding me? Right as I was starting to record, and I was like kind of upset about it, and they were at it for like an hour. It was kind of impressive because it is hot outside. And it's not even like temperature-wise that bad in Texas. It's just the freaking humidity, brother. It's wild. So actually, yeah, I did remember this right. These little slats here. One of the bigger hints I can give, I suppose, is just don't worry too much about hesitating. Just go through more or less as quickly as you can. And make sure that you're actually getting your dancing phalanges into these holes. Because if you don't, you're going to tire yourself out just trying to cling to the side here. And when we're going through the overhangs, you might prove to find that that is something that happens pretty often. It's kind of annoying. So we're just going to keep on making our way through. Try not to waste too much of our efforts. We'll do this. This is sketchy. See, she just puts her hands wherever. How about that? Nope. I'm trying to... Oh my god, please don't. Please don't. I am begging you. So this hand is doing some struggle work. There we go. And just reach for it. Or not, that's fine. Oh my god. How are we already going to have issues here? I blame the alcohol. No, I blame the coffee. Alright. We're going to be coming up on quite a bit of chalk, so I might actually go and use most of that here, but... yeah, this is sketchy. I'm going to just do this. Because that's not technically a hold, like you would think. But actually, we might be okay here. The closer you get to... actually, use that. Like the entrance to that down there, it's going to be not great. Yeah, we're going to have to do this. It's alright. Okay. Do that. Up a little bit. Right arm there. Oh, by the way, my co-commentator and host, Yuzu, is snoozing right next to me. So if you hear some little snores, it's because she's bored of me. And we've been waiting here for a minute to get going on our recording session together, but she's just sleeping, which I don't mind. Actually, not that bad. In under 3 minutes, I'll take it.
Was that it? I was kind of expecting a throne room or something.
Really? You think so? Well, this is kind of adorable actually, because here we have a heart with the J plus R. Joanna and Rhodey. Oh, you can take a nice little rest here. I don't think there are any goodies up here, unfortunately, but trust me, while this is completely optional, it is well worth your time and effort to explore. We have a nice little waterfall room. I don't think there's anything up there, just the void and blackness of space. But I can fill my bottle up if I want. Nah, I actually am going to get rid of that. Because your main claim to fame is going to be in here. This is their clubhouse room, and you get yourself a passive upgrade in the form of glowing gloves. Their dye has been mixed with crystal powder to make them glow in the dark. You can equip them or store them from your backpack. These are really great because they allow you to essentially see anywhere you decide to put a handhold. And because you don't even have to really worry about putting the light on your back on, which doesn't take much effort at all, it's just much easier to see in that respect. And they look pretty bitchin', so I like them a lot. They don't do anything for your grip strength, which would be nice, but that's all right. So we got some tin cans here, and I would like to recycle them, but we got some ready to go chalk, and we'll just start by decomposing some of this. So let's see. I am gonna get rid of this because I don't think we need it. This I could probably just go and scarf down right now, but I will wait. Because we don't need the temperature on us, right? Not quite. Another tin can takes up a lot of space. Into the compost it goes, and a backpack with even more chalk and chocolate. That's cute. Can I pick it up at least? Yeah, I think I might get some focus out of that. But there's another tin can. I don't think we need to worry that much on it, but that's essentially everything for this little spot here. And one of the reasons why you couldn't enter this area from the other side were these rocks that were in the way. So now we can crawl through and call it good. Hopefully Climbot doesn't do anything embarrassing to me and we end up, you know, succumbing to getting stuck in this little hole. It's like, God, could you imagine that? Oh, in this room. I actually kind of forgot about this place, so I'm glad we ran into it now. Of course, we have the greatest chair known to all troglodytes, just good for taking a load off Fanny. But we also have the bathroom.
Nice little tubs, but I like the waterfall better.
Yeah, all of this sitting cave water probably isn't great to drink, right? No, it's perfectly fine. Why not? We'll hydrate up here, and whatever you do, do not forget to grab the Troglodytes map. A lot of people have a love-hate relationship with this because this is, in my opinion, the most tedious side quest in this entire game. We need to find 3 pieces of a doll that chases clouds away, whatever that means, and whoever wrote this was right because they've hidden it really well. And the benefit you get from collecting all 3 of these is not good, in my opinion, but I think for the sake of this project and this entire playthrough that it would behoove us to grab all of these. Not only can we still find some really cool secrets, but it's really challenging as well. So don't get it twisted. This is like the most optional thing that you could do. And most people would probably skip it because of how difficult it is. But personally, I think we should do it. I would feel bad if we skipped it, is I guess what I got to say about that. We'll even find ourselves in the presence of perhaps another Pearly Edelweiss. So we'll see. But there's a nice little spot for us to bivouac. And at least we had the common courtesy not to do it in the middle of the walkway this time. And what I think we're going to do here, we're actually a little hungry, surprisingly. We have some chalk that has taken up space here. I don't know. I should probably eat the chocolate and the trout. It would give us a lot of extra focus. And I do plan on taking a nice little sip of my drink over here, because we are going to want to get rid of this dandelion soon. Yeah. We'll probably go ahead and do that. Let me see. I'll just go ahead and, well, drink that, apparently. And I wanted to heat it up, but that's fine. 6 minutes. 6 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. But we'll heat this up, because as we get higher and we climb more in the dead of night, the higher the likelihood is that we are going to get very cold. And it becomes especially apparent towards the end when we're just surrounded by snow, which personally I'm very excited about. But I did plan on using that. It's just we're going to lose a couple seconds from it. And I'm not going to make ultimate chocolate drink. I think I'm good on that. So I'll go ahead and I'll eat this, leave the trash, so that when we get our next set of chalk, we can just start composting that. And let's run outside, make the use out of our new beefy materials, because unfortunately it is night. And it's also raining, but thanks to the overhang, we're not going to have to worry much about that. Also, I'm like stuck on Ava. Yeah, it's not zooming out. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a note out here. There we go. And it is right over here to the right. This is going to lead us into a trickier part of the climb. One of the only places where I legitimately had to use a piton in order to actually beat it. But I think now, with the knowledge I have, it might be a bit easier because you could skip it. It's completely optional, just like everything else in this game. And you could go up this left side here, and that actually seems a lot safer. But let's do it. Let's have some fun and see what we can do with our new glow-in-the-dark gloves. Now, because it is storming, I should probably consider turning on my normal light, huh? Yeah, okay. Now that we're in a slightly safer position. Some of these. And that should be just fine for us. We're gonna have to climb on the underside of this for a moment. Oh, close. Oh, here we go. What about that? Yeah. This is the part that scares me. Don't do that. There we are. And then we're gonna have to go back over the entrance slightly. So that shouldn't be too bad. But with all the chalk we have and the grit, I think we should be able to make it up before all of that runs out. So I'm not too worried. Gentle. Here we go. Yeah, the glow-in-the-dark gloves are so cool. I don't know why you'd want to take them off. They just make it so much easier to traverse. You can just see every little slat in their shadows. But it always reminds me of this time that Sarah went to Disney World with her family, and she was wearing these sneakers that apparently glowed in the dark, and she didn't know it at the time or something to that effect, but apparently a kid came up to her and was like, I really like your glow-in-the-dark sneakers, with like the voice and everything. And yeah, that's gonna probably be good for us. Just keep going, right? And she was like really embarrassed about it for some reason. I was like, oh, it's kind of adorable. Just like a kid coming up to like an adult in their eyes and being like, I like your shoes. Because I mean, anyone who had the glow in the dark sneakers when we were a kid, you know, they were kind of like bougie. They were rich bastards. So I don't know. That just might be a me thing. But let's climb up here. Ooh, okay. Hello now. Let's not get all crazy. And please don't clamp to the wall. So we're gonna have to go just a little bit higher. And can I make this happen? Yeah, there we are. Sure, I'll do this. It's a little sketchy. Ugh. But that's all right. So I got my glow-in-the-dark Skechers. So I'm gonna go and set you right here, and we reach for the letter because, dear Gabriel, I found the village. The troglodytes are like those described in the old history books from the town library. Their rough daily lives translates to a very stern demeanor. This person was not welcome into their homes. We already caught a glimpse of this on the ledger, where they turned our old friend Roberto away. And so the children were more receptive to his greetings and much more curious than their elders about life in the city. But apparently he described cars, television, and robots. But in any case, the Pearly Edelweiss is an integral part of their daily lives, and it exists. But as we know, unfortunately, we found a letter addressed to Gabriel from Roberto towards the bottom of the mountain, and it was nothing more than a corpse. So Roberto has been risking life and limb in order to find this otherworldly plant, and it's just probably not great for any party involved. So let's just keep on going.
Fire!
Yeah, we'll go higher, alright. Glad it stopped raining. So, just to be on the safe side, I might toss on some more chalk. Yeah, I was gonna say chocolate. But no, you don't need more chocolate. I'm already hyped up on the stuff. Oh, right as I said it. Right as I was talking about the weather. Yep, can't stand the weather. There we go. Yeah, this is probably as good a place as any to use it. Do this, another foothold here. There's also one to the left there, like a nice little bullet hole. I actually might need to use that. I don't feel confident about this. Yeah, the vibrations are extremely telling in this game. Oh, right there. So I like having that haptic feedback. I know I keep talking about it. Can I do this? My left arm was being a stickler. We're almost there, but don't get it twisted. This game does have a way of lulling you into a false sense of security, and I don't trust it. Oh, there we go. Yuzu, more like Snoozu. You'll probably start hearing her snore like crazy. He does know how to snore like a grown man. It's kind of insane, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our new main hub for the foreseeable future. I know it's not much now, but this place is massive. There are like 3 bivouac sites just right here on the ground, and a lot of different places for us to explore on behalf of the dolls. We're gonna need to find all 3 of them for them to be worth anything, and they take up a lot of space in our inventory. So what I have found to be most helpful is to start in the middle. We're gonna grab this one right there first, and there's also that one on the left. That's where we're going to end things on. Because of the weather, man, there are some really good items down here. I'm probably, yeah, you know, we're gonna go up this green path, I think. I feel like that's probably in our best interest. And there's actually a cave we can explore in there. So I'm not too worried about that, but let me take a look. There are raspberries there. Yeah, we'll do this. This one should be pretty safe for us, which is nice because, yeah, it is actually protected from the rain as well. So that's really good. We're still waiting on some chalk, so I'm going to go and use this up. And that way, we're at least able to save ourselves in a tricky situation. But actually, let me see. I think, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We don't have to think too hard about it for this little section here. But this side is probably harder than the one I was just about to take. Not a big deal. Just go and, you know, flex our way up. Oh, now the rain's starting to hit us. The little pikas. Oh, they're so adorable. Look at them. Get out of the rain, little fellas. It's not that big of a deal. So there we go. The perfect little leg spot. Boom. And we'll just keep on going along in this little corner here. Yeah. So just based off of the time, we haven't even been going for 20 minutes yet. And I was considering how we should go about tackling this section, because I do think that second doll part that we're going to go for, as in doll part number 3, is going to take the longest. But that's also where we could find ourselves at odds with the jitters in my feet. Another pearly Edelweiss. I guess we'll just have to see how that goes. Let's go along this way. Ooh, that would have hurt my leg and my ankle. My dainty little ankles. There you go, nice. He's giving off some incredible snoring powers right now. Sometimes she snores so loud she wakes herself up. And it's really funny. So I'll be sitting here just chatting with Sarah or commentating, and she'll just like start yelping like she's in pain or something. I'm just like, oh, poor girl. It's not that big of a deal. So I want to grab this. Okay.
Let's go.
And sure, why not? You win, game. I'll do the thing. I'll do it again. Just hoist myself up. And we'll go along this right side. There we go. And this is actually a very interesting part of the game, in my opinion. Yeah, this is the way I should have gone. I want to keep an eye on things, because there are going to be a lot more dead ends than you would think. And sometimes you'll find yourself just in a groove, climbing, enjoying yourself, listening to Tool or what have you, only to come to the realization that you have climbed yourself into a dead end and you're running out of stamina. It's a very scary situation. But we do have an Edelweiss to our name, and we may possibly have a spare. But I still don't know how I want to tackle that just yet. If I just want to get rid of it immediately, or what, you know? Maybe if I'm in dire straits and I really need the inventory space. But we'll go ahead and climb up here, and we can bear witness to such an incredible scene. I love the way this place looks. God, just such open skies. And even more ways for us to be terrified by what to expect here. So one of the bummers about searching for these doll parts is you can't even see where they are. They are within the orange lines, and we're gonna have to climb up there. But first and foremost, there is a very curious cave that I would like to explore. Nice little bivouac spot. But more importantly, a bear. Hopefully no beats and no Battlestar Galacticas will ruin our day, but there's certainly some indication of that, as well as, oh, a shoe. And better yet, aside from a snoring pup.
May you find peace in these heights.
Yes, may you find peace in the waking world, my friend. I don't think they necessarily drop anything in here, so it seems like sort of a useless place, right? But as it turns out, there is actually a honey hive in here, and I don't know how to reach it very safely. I don't think it's worth it to go out of your way to, you know, try to go for it, but I'm assuming you just take this path in the middle and then you go along the wall here, and then that's how you get it, but I just feel like that's not worth the squeeze. So we're not going to do that. I'm just going to skip, and hopefully it's not like super honey or anything, but rather the one thing that you are going to want to come in here for is to finally lick the frog. Where everything is made super trippy and everything feels funny. Hooray. So the first time you play this, you are actually given a new keepsake. And something I didn't realize about this game is that keepsakes carry over from playthrough to playthrough. So we have the frog, and it's very adorable. We're also inflicted with who's? What? Huh? And it's funny because it also translates into your bivouac time. So we get to experience all of these sound effects in the comfort of our own tent. But essentially, yeah, like I said, don't lick the frog. Typically does not yield good things. God, that's so weird.
From your agent, who hasn't heard from you, apparently. I laughed at first. He's so annoying. And then I got sad. I guess I don't have anything new to say from last time we talked. I just wish I understood your decision, that's all. You know, it's a bit silly of me, but I thought that you would stop after the last climb. But there's always a new mountain to climb, right? I must say that I really hope Camille will be the end. Maybe we can finally stop worrying about you. Sorry, that was mean. I always get anxious after you leave. Don't fret though. It gets better after a while. I guess I get used to it. I hope you're alright in any case. Well, I'll leave you to it. Kisses.
Well then, I completely forgot that there was actually a cutscene that we were, keeping nice and saved up for, but I'm glad we had to be tripping balls in order to experience that. So as far as things are concerned here, ooh, I don't know, man. All the sounds are just like muffled. Oh shit, what did I just I just ate something that I was not supposed to. I didn't mean to. I was trying to go over to the chalk here and grab even more of that I could, because I wanted to start composting. Oh, that's gonna annoy me. I don't know what it was. Anyways, we've got that. Let's start by getting rid of this, and we're going to make a very curious ascent, I believe. What was that? What did I pick up? It wasn't a plant, thankfully. Huh. But we are gonna have to get a drink soon. And so long as I keep that there, we should be all right. We'll call it that. And let's start by collecting our very first lovely little doll piece. And we're gonna start with number 2. Like I said, it's kind of just right there. And even though we could more or less go up this blue path on the left that also has a dandelion, I think that's the path I'll end up taking down. This is gonna sound very unusual and perhaps, dare I say, a little cocky, but we're gonna be taking this black path on the left. I think that one is actually not quite as difficult as the scale would lead us to believe. It gives us an opportunity to flex our Cusco chaps and see if we can't just, you know, make our way through without too many issues. Yeah, because we can just kind of climb down from here and then just start making our way up. Because there are plenty of footholds and different ways of getting up there. And I'm pretty sure the landing that it ends next to is where we can find the doll. So let's go and do that. And apparently I do have like grit and stuff going on, so I didn't take a drink. Maybe I did take a drink of something. I also just want to try to get over here and try to be careful. Not super wise to be, you know, going in this state, but god damn it, why do I do the wrong side? Did I lick the frog too? Oh my god. Okay, now I really need to make sure that we make this worth it. Oh no. That's like the second time that I've done that in this like project. Oh man, I got the burst, I got the zoomies. Let's go. We'll be fine. Ava's gonna come through and she's gonna be like, what am I doing on a fucking wall, brother? Yeah, let's just go as quickly as we can. Yeesh. Yeah, don't get cocky, Star Fox. Let me see, I was trying to use my chalk. No, I just had to be a dummy. At least it lets you stack for the most part, so you don't have to worry about making it go to waste. We are just going to be going into full climb mode for a little while here, so the faster we go will actually be to our advantage. But
Oh, yes.
speaking of Star Fox, I am kind of tentatively excited for that remake to come out. I was kind of disappointed when I saw the trailer and I saw the redesign to the characters, and I'm still not entirely convinced, but it is something that I do enjoy playing is Star Fox, you know? And strangely enough, one of the more popular series on my channel is Star Fox 64, and I have no idea why that is. Oh god, it's raining. That's not good. So I am excited to play it again, and we'll see just how successful it happens to be. Chalking up, and we'll be fine. So, yeah, in case you're wondering why I make so much ultimate infusion, it's because of my dumb ass doing that. Should I go back out? Actually, I can just do this, right? Like, clinch onto that. That's the wall you're grabbing, Ava. Make me nervous. Just hoist ourselves up. You reach right here. And we'll just squeeze on over here. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so we are not even at 30 minutes recording, which is kind of surprising. I was expecting to take a little bit more time in finding these doll parts, but maybe not. Nope. I wanted this wall, please. I guess you get the final word, Ava. No worries. Nice little spot to regain some stamina here. Okay. And we're nearly there. So let me see. Sometimes it is a little bit easier, yeah, to see here. I think I will go along this left side. That might be a bit safer. Yeah, I don't feel great about that. So we'll do this. And so long as we don't do anything silly like that. Ava, thank you. Wanted the little crevice, if you don't mind. And we should be alright. There we are. Maybe use one more bit of chalk up here. And then just scurry. Scurry, scurry, scurry. There we go. Thank you. Oh, man. Wrong foot every time, Ava. Oh, but luckily it did just stop raining. So that's good. Now, can I do this? Can I flex my flexible chops again? Oh, yeah. Do this. One of those. Yeah. Not quite that bad, but again, I was hopped up on something. I don't even know what I was eating there. Oh, now we struggle to discover what real ground feels like again. There we are. Yeah, maybe by the time I go back down, I'll have enough drink to last me. Okay. Really? No, we're here. Thank you. So we've got ourselves doll part 2. Not bad. And from here, we do have some choices. So I'm going to go and re-up on that. Some of these as well. I have been going through chalk like no one's business here. We'll set you right there. Yeah, the left arm of a doll. And just judging off of where we are now, we are going to go to the right. So I think if I just go directly right, without going too far up and down, I can make it to the top of like this spire here and then make my way down. Because there are things at the bottom of this little area here that I'd like to take a look at. But I'm also nervous. You know, there's a statue over there and it is very neat. Maybe that's where we'll end the episode. But it does mean doing quite a bit of travels here. So we'll just take it carefully. Right, Ava? Here, how about this? I'll give you a hand. Make sure this stuff does not go to waste. Alright. And then we just quietly go over here. So I'm going to need to go down, which I don't like. Here, I'll go down here. This feels slightly safer than whatever they want me to do over here. Right arm. I was really addicted to that little spot there. Right. Oh yeah, beautiful. Hell yeah. And then we go put our leg here and do some kind of gymnastics. We can still make our way over here, surely. There's a nice little handhold here, foothold here, and I'm just gonna set you right there for the moment. So, shoot. We might just need to be quick about this. I'm gonna set you here, here, foot, chalk, and then we scramble. We do the super scramble. That's why we have the grip. That's why we have, oh, the strength and the fortitude. Oh my god. And now we go down slightly. And I do this. Yuzu's snoring again, making me nervous. Oh yeah, we can do it. You got it, Ava. I have faith. Beautiful. Same thing here. Grab that. Hold on to the side of this. And then we work our way down slightly. Ooh, the finesse. It's not over yet. Until Ava says it's over. Oh god, that always just makes me so freaking nervous, man. Yeah, you know, we could take a shortcut over there, because believe it or not, there's another rainbow. It is clear over there. And it seems like it would be a bad idea for me to go all the way down, but trust me, ascending the statue is pretty cool, and there's not a lot of handhold space there, so we'll work our way down. This is kind of a scary descent the last time I took it. Good God, Yuzu. I don't like to wake her up, but sometimes when she sounds like she's struggling to breathe, I feel like I should intervene at some point, especially when it comes through on the recording. Okay, right arm, please. Sometimes it just takes forever to get to the limb you want. This seems not very kosher, but it's okay. We have the morning light on our side. Yeah, this is allegedly a blue path, so we'll see. Maybe it's a blue path going down, or going up rather. Going down, slightly scarier. Excuse me, Ava, what? Okay, whatever. Ooh, there are some good things in here. Okay, quickly now. What is there that I can get rid of? I should eat. honestly. I am a little hungry, so we'll take that. We are going to need to make room for some dandelion. We're still waiting a little bit on stuff. I'll take that. As for my little fingies, let's see. We are still in good condition. We'll probably end up finding some more soon. Kernel, I don't think we need. And we shouldn't mess with coffee anymore, so let's just take what we can. And let's go ahead and start composting it, since I don't think we'll necessarily need it. Get rid of you. Let's set you down here. For some reason, that keeps moving. Like, everything is in a different spot every time. Kernel will do great for our chalk, and we'll be in a good position. Yeah, we'll be fine. Probably don't need that much chalk to my name. So, oh shit. Not like this game. Thank you. Oh my god. See, I guess I should have gone down that side, but still. It's terrifying. Yeah, we climb, right? Are you good, Yuzu? Are you okay? Oh my, you see what I mean, man. Oh my god. Foot there. Hand here. Just little by little. Should not be this terrifying. Somehow this is going to be the scariest part of the climb. Oh my god. How am I supposed to do this? I am going the way they want me to, is the thing. Oh man. Yeah, they actually want me to go that way to get back into the cave. Wouldn't be the worst idea, I suppose. But, let me see. Oh, now it's raining. Okay, can I put my hand right there? Actually, I don't trust that either. Let me inspect this a little bit more. Because I think if I make my way over to this right side ever so slightly, I might be in a good position, but this right side actually looks a bit safer. So maybe I'll just kind of pivot towards this direction. Better safe than sorry. Now that the game knows that we are ever so slightly closer to getting that elusive Edelweiss, then I was going to start putting in some of the scarier things. Yeah, I should be alright here. So, if I just do that, hand here, and also here.
I'm about to slip.
No, you're not. Not with that defeatist attitude. You're fine. Good, Abba. So, because of my lack of hands there, we'll set it right there. Nope, not quite what I wanted. There you go. Just a little stretch down. Same thing over here. Gentle. Oh, there you go. Okay. This, I feel better about that. Still kind of scary. But you know, that's just kind of how it goes. See, I can't tell if that's just you, the viewer, who has fallen asleep, or Yuzu busting the gasket. Like, she can't, like, breathe out of her nose, it sounds like. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, let's go over here. Yeah, that line, that blue line that said how easy this was supposed to be is quite deceptive. So there's the dandelion. If we don't get it, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, honestly. Oh, come on. No. You go along the edge here. Why are you going that way? I want you right here. Alright, apparently not. Whatever Ava says goes, I suppose. Now I can do it. Just go and put my hand right there. And will this actually put me on solid ground or not? Probably not. Nope, not like that. Okay, now, thank you. I was gonna say, if I can't put that in my pocket, I'm gonna be very upset. We still have quite a ways to go, by the way. You know, ooh, it might almost be a good idea for us to slightly pivot, I know I keep saying that, and go towards the cave instead of going down this way, because it doesn't look like there's anything else over here. There's also more honey under us directly. Just for the sake of, like, variety, though. I don't know. I don't want to go down that way. Let's keep going. Let's just see what awaits us down here. Just in case there actually is something kind of cool on this landing. Because it doesn't show, like, all items and whatnot. But, Yeah, just a lot of sheer walls where there are no holds or little indentations. Yep, I know, I'm getting there. Yeah, we could probably jump off there. I don't trust her, is the thing. Even when it's advantageous for us, it's hard for me to put any faith in Ava not to, like, screw us over when we least expect it. Oh, okay. Thought she felt comfortable enough. She did at some point there. Cool. Love this for us. So we have lost all semblance of our ingenuity. We have our chalk ready, which is good. Let's go and set you right there. I'll go and fill back up on my chalk. Yeah, I should have kept at least one thing on me. As much as I would like to use a bit of infusion for this last stretch, since we're going to be making more, we'll also have more time to pick up some litter around here. So, it's so hard to tell. This actually looks a lot more doable, but I'm still scared, man. We have chalk if we need it, so I'm just gonna try and find a way down that isn't going to kill me. You also have to wait for the little prompt to show up, because sometimes it just doesn't, and then it just spits you into like the most awkward spot. It's rough. Overall though, 10 out of 10 game. I love this thing. This game is so much fun. I would highly recommend you pick it up. It's like $30 just raw dogging it on Steam, and I would definitely suggest trying it out at the very least. I think there was a demo and it was very successful, but I did not play it. It's so rainy though. Granted, if I fall from here, I do not think I would fall and die. That is, maybe if I still had grit. You know, this left side I think is actually going to work out a lot better for us. I just don't like where we are right now. Ah, this sucks. This sucks so much, man. Alright, do something like this. We're pivoting, man. That's just gonna be our thing. We'll just circle back to that. Put you on. And set my foot here. Trying to get some semblance of grip over here. This is good. This pleases me. But isn't this just such a cozy game, guys? Don't you just love climbing in the rain? Yeah, as a kid, I used to love climbing. I don't know if I ever talked about it, but I used to be extremely flexible as a child. And that was kind of like my tour de force. Like, people didn't expect it out of me. But anytime people saw, like, how flexible I could get, people would weaponize it against me. It was kind of annoying. Actually, I wanted you a little bit lower. Seeing as how my leg over here. I should go down that. I was hoping to go down this other side here. Let me see. Because that is, man, this rainbow is just everlasting. I should probably just keep going down this side and then loop back down over here. But yeah, it wasn't until a little bit after high school where I started to realize, like, oh, maybe I'm not as flexible as I used to be anymore. Not the worst thing in the world. Just kind of funny. Oof. Sheesh. Ava, cool your jets, girlfriend. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll just swing around. This should be alright. Yeah. God, climbing down does take so much longer. It's kind of insane. Are we in an okay spot? Maybe. I actually need to turn this light off. It's a little distracting. And okay. Now we're in the baby steps again. But anytime you see those ropes, I mean, I get nervous because they obscure your vision. That might just be a Pika right there on this little statue platform. But I am gonna start swinging around the left-hand side, I think. This seems more sheer than the rest. Although it could maybe help us get that honey, but I'm alright. Because I'm too young for you. Oh man, this right hand was keeping me down, brother. Alright, Abba, you got it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure that we're still recording and that Yuzu was still breathing. Nope, she is snoozing ever so quietly on her own now. Actually, this might be slightly more advantageous. Thank you. So we'll grab onto this. Thank you. Alright, Climbot, buddy, listen. I love the heck out of you, but you just gotta stop trying to be the main character. I'm begging you. And there's also here. We'll hold. Thank you. And we're fine. Okay, we've got to be in the safety zone now. I was just worried that we would have taken the most humiliating fall of all time. And would have been nobody's fault but mine. Granted, we are still pretty damn high up, but yeah, I see a crack. Easy money. Beautiful. Actually, I'm gonna go down this side, I think. Now that we're on the other side of the sun, I can't quite see as much as I wanted to here. But that's okay. Because we can still descend. We can also bail. Even though I did decompose all the stuff that I should not have regarding medicine. I still have the bottle of pills that we started the game with, so that's good. Here we go. Look at that. Yeah, we're nearly there. Alright. It's alright, Climbot, buddy. We can do it. Man, maybe we're not going to be able to make it into the statue after all. This has been so much more trouble than I thought it would be. It's kind of crazy, because I thought this part would have been the fastest. Let me do this. Nope. Okay. Gentle. Nice and relaxed. Hand right here. Foot down here. Hand right here. Foot right here. Okay, I can make that. We should be fine. Now, just out of curiosity, let me see. No falls, good. I mean, I'm not trying to go for a no falls, no death run or anything, but just out of curiosity, I just wanted to see if we had any that counted for it. If you lose your grip, that is what ultimately causes it, but if you fall on your own free volition by holding the B button, then that'll be your main catalyst. Like, even if I lost my grip here, that would count as a drop, so there we go. We finally made it. Solid ground, baby. So, since we're getting close to the end of the episode here, this one might be a little bit shorter than the rest. Let's go and explore over here just a skosh. Because we've got ourselves this whole cliff face, which we already essentially took a look at. There's thistle up there. Almost just fell into the pit. Another bivouac spot over in this direction. But there's also a place for us to go ahead and take a nice little rest. A short break. Look at how far we've come. Oh my god. It's like crazy. Also, these controls are like completely inverted on both thumbsticks. I don't know. I like it. It's cool, man. Meanwhile, Climbot striking a pose just because he can. She can? I think the jury is still out on that one. But let me see. As far as our inventory is concerned, I should make something to go ahead and have that go through so that we still have climbing time. We have one more bit of our infusion, but we'll be able to make that here very easily, especially with the nettle. Yes, Peter, the nettle. And there's no trash. Well, if you really wanted to, I should mention, you could complete the ascent all the way, and there's a cave that you can find a really nice upgrade as well, and then make your way back down and still work on yourself. But I don't want to do that. I want to find the doll pieces, and I think that would be pretty fun. So let's go head on over here and see exactly what's inside this cave. Perhaps some items for us to recycle? At least I would hope. I'm sure we could walk, but I would just prefer to do this. Nope, you can do it. You got it, Ava. There you go. Use that strength. And these are just rocks. Okay. Well, fine, I suppose. Raspberries? That's fun. Probably eat some of that. Welcome to the caves of wonder. This is interesting. Always concerning when the lights just kind of flicker out of nowhere.
I'm finally going to see them all up close.
Yeah, we have the child, the mother, and the father. Strangely enough. And we will be climbing the child probably in the next episode, I would take it. We have more sugar, some instant mash, and of course, more chalk. So, would it even be worth it? Maybe? Nah. I should just compost this. I'd have to really be in trouble to eat them as they are. You're telling me, brother. We also have more sugar, which I don't think we need. But I will take more chalk. Clearly, I've been using much more of that than I thought I would. And that, I think, is everything in here. Just that little backpack with sugary mashed potatoes. Why not? Let me take a look at this as well. I don't think I want the, raspberries I don't think I'll take. I mean, there's some right here also, so I could just eat those. But what I'd actually want, preferably, is either the plantains or the nettle, because I think that's what can make us infusions. And if not, we still have plenty of other goods. But we'll see. Can I make this climb without being embarrassed as hell? Thank you. Sometimes you just get left off on literally the wrong foot, and you're just in trouble the second you try to climb down. Ooh, let's actually hydrate first. Because there's not a whole lot of instances for us to just drink the clear water. This might be one of the last, as a matter of fact. It is a contributing point to what people would consider to be a plot point of this game, is not being able to use your stuff for later. Don't know why I did that. Why am I getting all my controls messed up? So even more dandelions. I'm pretty sure you can't make an infusion out of them. So that's why I'm trying to be kind of careful. Is it that right there? Let me go whip myself around. Pick this up. Because I don't remember if the plantains give us what I thought. That is indeed a plantain. And we do not have any space for it in our inventory. Can I eat? And can I saturate there? Are plantains large? I don't think they are. Like, relatively speaking. This is not going to help. Okay. I thought I was onto something there, but clearly not. Alright, grab it. There we go. Got the plantain. Stuffed it in there. Right in the nick of time. And we can go head our way over here. Again, more honey up there. Actually looks a lot easier to grab than the one we got in the tutorial. But check it out.
Oh, wow. The famous first guardian. He looks much more impressive than in pictures.
Yeah, you are telling me. So there's a bunch of things here. There's even fish that we could get, but I could have sworn there's wild garlic. Huh. Nice little bivouac spot. And more importantly, another camp. But this time, oh, there's a hat that looks a little familiar. And yellow yak can. What do we have?
Log 82. He was right. We're definitely dealing with a bear. We found tracks near the water point. It is a full palm print, 28 centimeters. And when we looked up, there it was right above us, just staring down. It's an adult. A big one, too. It took off fast. We lost sight of it. Vicky went higher up to check if there's a den or maybe a betting circle. Samo? Did you hear that? Samo?
Didn't know being a zoologist was such a high-risk job.
I mean, it is when you put yourself in such ridiculous goddamn situations. What did you think was going to happen? I guess I would have a little more sympathy if they, you know, cleaned up after themselves. But no, they just couldn't do it. There's the compote. There's the camp that we, you know, pillaged a little bit ago. There they are taking pictures just a couple yards from where we are now. And there they are, heading up from this very spot where they found a bear in that cave. Well, I hate to say it, but that skeleton seems like it's been there for quite a while, and that is a very eerie look into what to expect as we go up even higher. Got some berry milk here, which I'm not particularly interested in, and that's fine. More water we could drink over here, possibly. Nope, not quite. But even though it is a little bit earlier than I had anticipated, we are going to end things off. I am going to concoct another ultimate infusion before our time here is done, though, and let's go and check this out, actually. So our climb up is pretty interesting. You can take one of two paths, more than that if you're honest with yourself, and there's gentian up there, which is kind of surprising. But there are, I think, 2 or 3 places that you can light the braziers on this statue, and I don't think it does anything, but if you make it inside of the head, that is where you could find your first unbreakable piton. And sadly, because we're playing on free solo mode, we don't get that benefit. Instead, it is going to be a Pearly Edelweiss, and we won't get the achievement for making it in there, because it's for getting the piton itself, which means the Alpine playthrough will have to continue another day. But this is kind of neat. Oh, what do we have? Hi, Dawn. Tomorrow's the coming of age ceremony for Junka's 3 children. Are there enough amulets up there for them, or do they need to carve some new ones? Huh. Alright, Lisa the Chief is pregnant. Hell yeah, for matriarchies, man. No wonder why they moved down to the surface. They realized it was stupid. Just living outside a mountaintop, just, you know, for shits and gigs. Alright, well, let's go and take a look at this bear-proof container. Clearly, it's not doing anybody any favors. More climbing tape, which is nice, and uncooked rice, which I think if we mix that with the yellow yak, we get something. But I don't know if I want it. So here's what's going to happen. I am going to go ahead and drink the last of my magic drink, and I'm going to try to get into here as quickly as possible. So we'll go and take this, fill it up, and then we run over here. Go Ava. And hopefully I can just either use my plantain or my nettle, but otherwise I think I'll be alright, since nothing gets depleted in here. So I'm gonna go use my jug, and we'll start with plantain. If worse comes to worse, we can just use the gentian later, but I'm gonna feel bad if it's only cooked plantain. God damn it. I knew it. Alright, we are going to need to slightly have to worry about not having this on hand immediately, but that's alright. We still got the dandelion, and there's really not a lot for us to pick up on our way up. As a matter of fact, strangely enough, there is a bivouac inside of the statue. So, ladies and gentlemen, next time in Cairn, we are going to continue our ascent and hopefully not worry too much about our fingers. You know, we are starting to lose some of the bandages, so let's go and take care of that right now. Pick up the other one a little bit later. And once we get our infusions going, we'll be fine, but I do think we'll be able to make it at least into the statue before this buff runs out. It's just anytime I exit the game, it does take a little while for us to load into the bivouac, and then the timer keeps going down, essentially. But thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. This has been really fun to record, but I'm a little afraid to do a third one in this sitting, and still gotta make sure we've got proof of life with Yuzu. But we made some excellent progress. I'm very happy with the cadence we've been going, and I'm glad I didn't have to save each of these doll parts for, you know, their own separate episode, because we will be able to find the other 2 and discover what mystical properties they happen to have in the next part. So now it's time for me to actually start editing the series and uploading it, and hopefully this means we're good to go. We're ready for takeoff, and life will be good. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you here next time. Hey, look at that. I'm a nurse. Finally, an achievement I didn't already unlock. Take care, you guys. Also, let's make sure this doesn't take up any space in our inventory. That would just make me mad.